Being woken up by sheriffs all at my house saying they're coming to take me to jail.
So somebody says, don't condone anybody threatening anybody, right? But by you doing your dumb social media is you're getting your kid in harm's way. Just saying, be a better father. They took my son a long time ago. Oh, hold on.
They took my son a long time ago. What do you mean? Black people did it? Somebody black from CPS took your son? Is that what you're saying? Because most likely what was going on, maybe the mom called CPS on him because he seemed like some weird person. He seemed like some type of psychopath. We have this racist grifter here named Chud, and I call him a grifter because mainly just a black person in him was inside the store, and a black person said, hey man, I like your mustache. You know, and he's like, oh, you know what? Hey man, you say you like my mustache? And then he goes out and then he go talk to the man outside the store and say, hey man, thank you for saying you like my mustache. But he's on social media calling black people the N-word. He goes out in public, he goes out in restaurants, he goes out in his local town, calling people the N-word and say, you're chimping out. But he's on social media asking a black man for approval. But he at this point he just reaching a lower low because nobody will hire him, nobody would give him a job, nobody would even baptize him at this point. And I honestly think his life need to go downhill. You know, I think if you're a racist online, your life need to go downhill, and that's my opinion. But let's get straight to the video.
America's favorite racist, Chud the Builder, is back with more tears after losing everything. Life has gotten even worse for him since our last video. America's favorite racist, Chud the Builder, is back with more tears after losing everything. Life has gotten even worse for him since our last video. This is part 3 of our racist YouTuber Begs for Help series, and we covered Chud in part 2. But ever since I covered Chud, I've gotten so much more interesting information about him that people has been sending in. Just in case you missed part 2, let's do some recap here. Chud is the racist content creator who goes around calling black people the hard N-word for no reason whatsoever. Apparently, he has a vendetta against black folks because black folks got him fired from his job about 2 years ago because while in traffic, he had road rage and decided that he was gonna call a black woman and her daughter the hard N-word in traffic. So they recorded him and they posted it, and their entire small town ostracized him, blackballed him, treated him like a pariah. He lost his job and he lost everything. So ever since then, he decided he had this vendetta against black people, and he was gonna make content where he goes around calling them the hard N-word.
It's a white boy calling him. This is him right here.
Calling. Don't walk up on me.
You ain't never safe.
You think I'm never safe?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want you to.
You're a
I'm a.
Yeah, you're a
Hold on.
looking ugly.
Phone down, bitch, boy.
Shut up, Nick. Come on, come do something. Come do something. They chimping out. They chimping out. Dumbass. He's chimping out. He don't know how to drive in the parking lot. He's mad I called him.
If you're wondering why somebody hasn't held him accountable yet, it's because he has a gun on his hip in every one of these videos. He only does these videos when he has a gun. Because when the judge ruled he can't walk around the town no more with a gun, these videos magically stopped. Chud is such a despicable human being that he got banned from church. They canceled his baptism and told him he can't come back on the premises anymore due to his antics online. So the only consequences, the only reward that he has gotten from being racist online is attention. But unfortunately for Chud, attention can't feed his family, so he started this Give, Send, Go where he's asking people for help, and he's blaming Black Lives Matter activists for ruining his life, even though he's the one who ruined his entire life. So this sad Give, Send, Go apparently listed a very sorrowful life that Chud is currently living, that he can't even feed his 2-year-old son. So the Give, Send, Go says, my name is Dalton. I'm reaching out with a heavy heart, fighting to protect my family and business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online. It was actually a mother and a daughter who posted you calling them the hard N-word. So he would also say he has no support to support his family and his precious 2-year-old son, blah, blah, blah. and all he did was make mild jokes, which is calling children and black women and black people the hard N-word, unfiltered thoughts. And yes, sometimes I use the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. You thought it was harmless while you was calling them effing N-words. Okay, buddy. So then,
So I'm guessing calling people the N word and going around restaurants and saying they're chipping out, and then I see that other people on Twitter are doing the same exact thing. See, these people who are racist online, when it come down to school shootings, when it come down to people going in black churches and shooting them up, these people never want to take responsibility for this stuff. Because as soon as you get online and you start calling black people the N word and all this type of stuff, you know, man, I was just saying that. And then when somebody take it to the extreme, because there's always some parasocial or some psychopath that says, look at this black person, you know what, I'm just going to murder a whole bunch of them at one time. And they never take responsibility for it. In my personal opinion, I think when whoever they might be, Chud, Nick Fuentes, or whoever it might be, when they empower these little minions or clown ass people that come around and want to kill people and stuff like that, I honestly think that they should be held accountable for it.
I would say people were threatening to grape and murder him and even targeting his innocent 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. So what I learned after making my video, right, after making this video, I learned that Chud is not just a despicable racist, but he's also a scammer. You see, he put his 2-year-old son, plastered the 2-year-old son all across the Give, Send, Go to garner donations, to raise over $30,000 to feed his 2-year-old son. Come to find out, that's not true at all. And Chud is actually scamming with this Give, Send, Go. And this Give, Send, Go needs to be taken down. Like, we need to petition Give, Send, Go to take this down. This is fraud. While responding back to people on Twitter, he actually exposed his entire fraud, his entire scam. So somebody says, don't condone anybody threatening anybody, right? But by you doing your dumb social media is you're getting your kid in harm's way. Just saying, be a better father. Yeah, raise your kid instead of commenting online and essentially guaranteeing that this kid would never be able to live a normal life because his father is you. He put, you are a coward. The person says, and just so I'm clear, I get it, but is it, now this person is also a white supremacist. So he put, is it worth putting the safety of your kid in jeopardy? You know you're doing something wrong when even the white supremacist is telling you, hey, listen, man, all right, I support your right to call black folks the hard NR, right, the hard N-word in public, but do you really have to do it in those neighborhoods while you're still living there? So the person goes, is it worth putting the safety of your kid in jeopardy so you could film yourself calling people racial slurs for money on X? If so, that's pretty effing pathetic, especially when it's evident you can't bring in your own income, which is the fact, right? He's very poor. Wouldn't be surprised if CPS knocks on your door soon. Wouldn't be surprised if CPS knocks on your door soon. Now, let's hear Chud's response to this, because certainly Chud has custody of his son. Certainly, Chud is taking care of his son, right? Because he raised $33,000 from people who want Chud to feed his son, because Chud says this money is going to go towards taking care of his son. Certainly, Chud is making good and well with that money he raised, right? Well, Chud says he haven't made any money from X, so he's just doing it because he's a clout whore. They took my son a long time ago. Oh, hold on, hold on, man. Hold on, Chud. Hold on, buddy. What do you mean they took your son a long time ago? They took my ability to work consistently and tried to starve me. I took to the internet posting videos of my day-to-day interactions of all the harassment I get. I organically blew up. People supported me. Keep up. They took my son a long time ago. So not only is Chud...
Isn't it crazy? They took his son, and he keep referring to Day. So if we go back, they took my son a long time ago. What do you mean? Black people did it? Somebody black from CPS took your son? Is that what you're saying? Because most likely what was going on, in my personal opinion, I think what was going on, maybe the mom called CPS on him because he seemed like some weird person. He seemed like some type of psychopath. Like any person that can almost sideswipe somebody. Like if I almost sideswipe somebody, I'm one of those people. Like if I almost hit you, I'm gonna keep looking straight, or either like I don't want to look at you because I know I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Or either I might say I'm sorry. If you look at me, I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But like that's what I do. I keep it pushing. But I don't look at a white person and call them the C word. But with somebody who's crazy as him, and if you go look at his Twitter, he's just some person just falling in love with the clout right now. Chud is he's a grifter because why are you looking for a black man to prove? Anybody that's racist, 1960s, 1940s, 1930s, they don't care. You're not that type of racist. You're not a real authentic racist. You just for the money type racist. These are the type of people that see that like, all right, oh, a white woman got $500,000, $500,000 for calling a black autistic kid the N-word, and they say, oh, I can do that too. And then what most likely happened, either his child got taken during this process or before the process, but considering that he said it a long time ago, it was probably before this process. So he already been kind of crazy. Maybe the baby mama called him, maybe the dad, the mom, other baby mama, or whatever. He might have put the child in some type of endangerment, all that type of stuff, took the child away. He just not a good person. And then you plastering your child on gifts and gold to try to get some money when they took your child. My boy, you doing this for yourself. Your baby mama probably don't like you at all, because you putting her life at risk and your own child at risk. When your child grows up and you're still this racist, so-called racist, when your child get to pre-K, imagine how the teacher's going to treat him. Imagine how when he gets to third grade and they know who your dad is. Imagine how he will get bullied in school. But no, you don't care. You just seen the $500,000 check that somebody got, and you just like, oh, I can do the same exact thing. And it's so sad, bro.
My son a long time ago. So not only is Chud a jobless person, right? He's an unemployed freak. But Chud is also a deadbeat. He don't even have custody of his kid. So now we go back to this gifts and go, and we say, oh, Chud. Oh, Chud. Chud, this is getting shut down, Chud. This is getting shut down. This is a scam. This has to get shut down. Now, the last time we covered this, I think Chud had raised about, what, like $32,000? He's only at $33,000, right? So he's raised about $1,000 in a week. The grift ain't going as planned, Chud, okay? It's not going as planned. So again, let's read this gifts and go again. Help Chud and his family. What family? You don't have custody of your son. CPS took your son a long time ago, according to you. So then he goes and he said,
okay, if they took his son, most likely, I just don't think that the baby mama's with him. I don't think the baby mama's with him. Honestly, in my opinion, because if the baby mama was with him, he probably got an endangerment charge. In my opinion, him and her.
That people are targeting his 2-year-old son. That he has no other way to support his family and his precious 2-year-old son. He put a picture of his son here. Now this is an old picture. This scandalous, diabolical scammer posted an old picture with his son. He hasn't held his son for a very long time because CPS took his son a long time ago. So why are you using your son to grift? Why are you using your son to garner sympathy? Why are you using your son to get money that you claim is going to go to feeding your son when you don't even have custody of your son? Your son don't live with you. You scammer. Here's what I think should happen. I can't tell y'all what to do. I think the police need to be notified. I think this gifts and go needs to be reported. I think people have to know about this. People have to know about this fraud. You can't just defraud these good people, these good white people, right? You're defrauding these good white people who is donating to you because they care about your 2-year-old son. This is unbelievable. This is despicable stuff, man.
I want to say good.
Now, it warms my heart that Chud is not raising money as fast as he thinks he would. He's not getting paid from X. He's lost custody of his son. It warms my heart because what is apparent here is Chud, I think, will be a story that deters other people. That the grift don't work as smoothly as you think. You see, Chud is surely grifted for a fact, okay? And I'm gonna prove it. So you don't overnight become a racist. You become a racist because you think it's beneficial for you. You see, we got some information about Chud before he went viral on social media, before the attention got to him. We got some interesting information that proves that this is all a grift. That Chud is only doing this because in his heart, because he feels like he could make money from this. He don't really believe these things. He don't really hate black people. As a matter of fact, he's our biggest fan. He's obsessed with us. This black dude from the same city as Chud, he is appalled. He is flabbergasted at Chud's new racist arc online because Chud was his biggest fan. Chud was in his DMs eating cock. So he was effing me up about this Dalton situation I've been hearing about is for years. Dude was my effing biggest fan. Used to listen to my music, buy clothes from me, trying to talk black and use slang and ish, even defending black people. It's crazy how white folks flip. I honestly feel like I need that fade though, because this is some BS. Is this you? So Chud, who apparently don't like black people, is posting himself vibing to dude's music on his story, just like a groupie, rotting this dude's cock. Dude is playing him like a fan. Righteous, appreciate you, bro. All right, Chud is asking dude to hang out. He's bringing a Jack Miller because he's a lick. All right, he's begging for black friends. But here's where it gets kind of even goofier, okay? Just goofier. So Chud is rotting this dude cock crazy, bro. All right, dude. God damn it, Lane Low Ben's my new MFing anthem. So don't like us, but our music is your anthem, right? This is hard. But you know why this is his anthem? And this part will really trip you out, okay? You're about to see doctorate level projection from Chud, okay? So Chud goes, Ben's my new MF.
If you find any racists out here, anybody that's so-called racist and they always using black slang, just like that white woman, I forgot her name, but she was on YouTube with a black face, and she over here just using black slang, like, oh yeah, I'm the realest N-word out here. Bro, these people are doing it for the money. But these people are not real racists. They, like I said, they not 1940s. They not before the civil rights type racists. None of that type of stuff. They love our culture. They want to be a part of it. But they just seen that just making money from, you know, being racist online is very profitable. Even raising $30,000 in a week, shoot, that's more than most people make in a month. So sad to say that there's people out here that are willing to give money to another racist. And I think that it's not like a lot, but, you know, just, I don't know. It's just sad to see that we are regressing in society. But if you like this video right here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you go check out my Twitch and also watch my recent video, which will be right here. And make sure you hit the subscribe button right here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.